UFC Qatar has officially come to an end, and it absolutely delivered. Fans got to witness the intense battle between Arman Tsarukyan and Dan Hooker, and this is how the pros reacted to their showdown.
Wow. Oh my gosh. That was a great performance. Wow.
Wow, great fight by Arman.
Performance was crazy like what accept. I knew it's gonna be finished, but I wanted to wait. So don't say that. I was right. I like it, like we accepted, you know. So Arman is the best. So he's the number one. He's the champion. He's the athlete. So I believe this guy is one of the best fighters in the world. He has to fight.
I went up to Tsarukyan. I congratulated him. I went up to Kamza. I said, "Hey, champ, what's up? When are we going to see you back?" He goes, "I don't know, brother. Whenever. Smash." All right, cool. Sweet. Slaps me on the back. I'm like, all right, cool. Security guy gets in front of us. I'm like, we literally were just cool with each other. He's not going to fight me. And then that childish energy comes out. Yeah, f you, brother. F you. Boom. Tries to push me. I just turned around and went, "You're meant to be a champion of this sport. You're a child. You're taken away from your friend's win over here. How about you calm down, slow down, and have a bit of respect for your friend over here rather than trying to steal the headlines." Do you want the honest truth? It's little dick energy. I need to show the world I'm tough. I need to show you're the champion of the world. No one needs to see you be tough. You don't need to have these anger management issues. Just be a man. Sorry. I'll get him one day. They're all going to try grab a hold of my legs. Born little. I'm not going to get. Don't give me.
Is there a chance if they said to you, "Hey, you can fight for the belt, but it has to be in January," could you turn around that fast?
Of course. I can rest 1 week, fly to US and stay there 2 months. It's enough time to get ready. And I didn't get any injured, thank God. And they have to say that. And hopefully on Tuesday they announced that fight and me fighting main event with Topuria. When it's going to be in Vegas or in Los Angeles. So I'm ready. I gotta take that chance, and I have pretty time to get ready.
Mr. Tsarukyan goes out there, gets it done relatively quickly in impressive fashion. It helps the case of Ilya, you need to stay down. Let's defend this belt now because you are the champion here.
If he's able to rip the playbook off of what Islam was able to do, we'll say Arman Tsarukyan within 2 rounds submission.
It's a tough one, but based on how Arman Tsarukyan has looked since the loss to Islam Makhachev, it's hard to believe that this man can't go out there and get the job.
Dan Hooker was confident that beating Arman Tsarukyan at UFC Qatar would push him higher in the rankings and secure a fight against Ilia Topuria. He pointed out that Topuria was the top contender in the division and explained that many fighters avoid facing him with excuses like injuries. Hooker believed that if he managed to defeat Arman, he could lead from outside the top 5 straight into title contention, a huge opportunity he didn't want to miss.
Number one contender that needs a win in the division, and that's why I chased this fight and I asked for this fight, and I nagged the UFC to give me this fight, is because I knew no one between myself and Arman Tsarukyan would want to fight Arman Tsarukyan because they got a good excuse to avoid him. And, you know, he did pull out of that fight with the bad back. And so the champion and guys, the bigger name guys in the division like Gagey, they have a good excuse to not fight him. I believe it's because he is the most skillful fighter in the division. But these other guys have a good reason to not fight him. And I knew that with a win over Arman Tsarukyan, I get to jump the queue. I get to jump from outside the top 5 to the number 1 contender in the division.
Yeah, Islam moved, but if I beat all records here in 155 to be a champion and defend as much as possible, and then yeah, probably I'm gonna think about a move division. But right now, 2-3 years. I want to stay here and beat the old records in 150.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a fighter for the working man, you know, and kind of represent just hardworking and sticking at it and gutting things out and accomplishing what you want through that. And I feel like he's kind of just had everything handed to him and the best training and the best coaches and fly around here and just kind of had the easy road. So it's kind of just the working man versus Richie Rich.
Yeah, Arman. Because you already know what he's gonna do. Because he don't give a shit about the fight Danny saying. Dan Hooker likes good fights. He likes exciting fights. Dan likes to please the fans. He likes to please you. Arman don't give a fuck about that, bro. He's gonna come out and grab you. He's gonna drive until the end of until the bell rings. Like, he don't care. He don't care about making it exciting. That fight, unless Dan hits him with something early and like hurts him and like can make him like kind of have to fight through some adversity, it's gonna be a boring.
Steve Hooker has fight with Arman, and if I pass Charles, I can fight with the winner of Arman versus Hooker.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I think Arman has more chance to win this fight because he's more all-rounder fighter, you know. Good wrestler, strong, good jiu-jitsu, good striking movement. So I think 60-40 for Arman, he can beat Hooker.
I want to see Dan Hooker win, but again, I think it's very similar, right? Like Arman can grapple his ass off, and he's got great conditioning. It's whether or not Dan's going to be able to withstand that for the duration, right? So I want Dan to win, like, but I can't bet with my heart. so I have to say Arman will win. But I want Dan Hooker to win.
Wait, there is zero interest, zero momentum. I would sign up for Arman versus Ilya right now. But I think you have Paddy there. You want to strike while the iron is hot. He's ready to go. He hasn't fought since April. It's going to be almost a year since his last fight by the time this January date comes along. Do Ilya versus Paddy. You saw the little run-in. You see the animosity there. Do that in January. Have Arman in the front row. He fights the winner. And now the lightweight division is back rolling like it was when Islam was.
My favorite fighters in the UFC. But I'm going to go with Arman Tsarukyan here over Dan Hooker. I do think Dan Hooker's being underrated here because even though people say, the Gamrot fight was a robbery, it was a close fight that could have gone either way, really. Do I think Gamrot could have won? And if Gamrot had Ov at the end of his name, he probably would have won based on the control time that he had. Let's just call it what it is. But Dan Hooker's really good at like stuffing he's a lot better at it than he was before when it comes to scrambling up from takedowns. But also with Gamrot.
It's like a kind of risky fight for me because I have something to lose, but for Hooker, nothing to lose. If he loses to me, he said, yeah, okay, I'll lose to number one contender. But for me, it's 3 steps back. That's why I'm very motivated and ready to beat him.
All we have from today's video, and we hope you've enjoyed it. Share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing anime.